new week, back to what could become one of the great battles over an asset we've seen in quite some time. Of course, I'm talking about the potential battle, well, it's already one, between Comcast, our parent company, and Disney for control of all of those Fox assets that Disney currently has a deal to buy. Now, that deal currently worth a little less than $30 a share. Comcast last week came at $35 in cash for those same assets. As we did last week, let's set out the timeline for people so they can understand sort of how this will go, or at least is expected to go from here. Fox had a regularly scheduled board meeting for Wednesday. Hey, good timing. Now they got something to talk about. Other than, I don't know, Lachlan and James not talking to each other. So they can talk about this, and they will. And what's likely here is that they will say, hey, let's negotiate with Comcast. Let's talk to them about why they really think this deal will only take 12 months to get approval. 12 months, really? Or the other things dealing with antitrust. And let's just talk to them in general about how they see the future. And most likely they say, okay, this probably is a superior proposal or likely to lead to one. Then they go back to Disney, let's call it, I don't know, early next week, and say, hey, Disney, we're likely to sign these guys up. You have 5 days under our contract to match. And then that's when Disney has the decisions to make that they're already thinking about and very likely to do what? To match in some fashion. Will it be dollar for dollar? I don't know. As I reported already, though, they are likely to raise the bid with cash. So leaving the stock component as it is, by the way, benefiting from that move up in Disney stock price that occurred late last week, which has raised the overall value of the bid to about $55.5 billion. That's still $10 billion less than what Comcast is bidding, but you can make the rest up. Let's say they had $5 a share in cash. That's just a guess. We don't know yet. We'll see. But if they do meet and match, so to speak, then they'll sign a new agreement with Fox. And you'll have a new merger agreement. That's what you'll see the press release on. We've signed a new merger agreement for Disney to acquire our assets at and then it'll come back to Comcast again. And the real question, guys, is how many rounds are we going to go here? We're going to have a round at 35? Are we going to get another round at 38 or 40? Are we going to get past 40? How far is Comcast willing to go? How far is Iger willing to go versus Brian?
And what
Roberts?
are you hearing about debt levels and who can go up more?
Listen, Disney has a good amount of debt capacity. Comcast will tell you, as they did in the conference call, that we can easily go past 4 times. We're going to here. We're going to delever very quickly. This will flow an enormous amount of cash, and they say they can take a half a turn off for leverage every year after that. So they're willing to do it on a one-time basis to go up that high. But it scares people. You saw today the journal piece, AT&T and Comcast conceivably would have the 2 highest amounts of overall debt. Now, does it really matter? It's how much money do you have coming in to pay the interest on that debt that really matters.
Good point.
But the numbers are big. The numbers are large.
Right. Well, I just think that AT&T hit a level that was pretty hideous while you're away, and then it bounced.
Yeah.
Obviously, the big story of last week was that Disney stock ran up big as if there was not going to be a rival bid.
Well, people may have also been encouraged by what we've been reporting, which is it wouldn't be with stock. And so that could help. That also may have.
Right.
It's not clear exactly. I mean, why did Comcast go up so much late in the week on Friday?
I think that the presentation itself, again,
was strong, right?
For them was very strong.
Yeah, they did a good job in the conference
where it
call.
was basically, listen, if we don't get it, we're not desperate to need it. There's a lot of good things happening.
There was this downgrade today from
the Pivotal.
Pivotal.
I know it's Pivotal today.
Yeah, I mean they're echoing what you hear from a number of people, which is Disney needs it more than Comcast, or that it would be more damaging to Disney not to be able to buy it. But we'll see. This is, again, we're going to go one round here. We very well are going to go another round. You got that July 10th Fox shareholder meeting, but that can always get pushed. Probably will be at this point. So we'll see.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.